Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good rotation of the earth. May the peace of the Holy Spirit be with you. Start with an invocation. Pray to the Holy Spirit. I rejoice and trust in you. I pray over our readers that they learn and absorb our World Crown presentation. I raise up to you all souls for a blessing and judgment, which is over and above all human understanding. Blessed is the holy existence, who for our sake became God the Father and our Heavenly Mother. Welcome to the month of August 2025, the last full month of summer. News and information are in a general state of emergency. The status quo has not communicated with us. We are living in separate dimensions around the world, making it hard for terrorism and terrorists to hurt you. Your divine protection, however, is not perfect, especially if you share in the same beliefs as those which terrorists hold. I have again discovered, with the help of my Holy Spirit, this divine principle that we are subjected to the beliefs that we hold. For example, if the peoples of any country believe in war, they will be subject to war and to other peoples who also believe in war. If you believe in Satan, even as a religious person believes in Satan, you will be subjected to men and women who believe in Satan in a way that may not be the same as yours. If you believe in atheism, communism, socialism, or democracy, you will be subjected to other peoples who also believe in the same. You should not believe in both Jesus and Satan, or Allah and Satan, but many people do. Strangely enough, belief in Satan unifies more religions than belief in God. Religions all agree on Satan and demons, but they do not all agree on God. Religions have made Satan a universal belief. Humans also believe in atheism, which has produced very aggressive and dangerous men and women. To keep safe, don't believe in atheism, don't believe in Satan, even if it says so in the Bible, the Quran, or your holy books. Satan does not exist. But men and women who believe in Satan do exist, and they can hurt you. I know that is a lot to put on you, especially if this is your first time to the World Crown. But the judgment of God has been made public for your safety and security, and we have to tell you these things because the world's great religions still teach believers to believe in Satan. The World Crown, by comparison, does not. Religions are not supposed to teach Satan, demons, or teach you that you only live once. Religions are not supposed to teach you to believe in communist leaders as well. Putin is no longer with us. God rest him. Welcome again to the World Crown. The World Crown is teaching people, again, how to live and how to believe in God's Holy Spirit. And Satan or atheism is not part of God's plan for your life. It is the president that you have to worry about, if you have one. News and information are in a general state of emergency. And so it is those political people on the television and radio that you have to protect yourself from. Those who lead you to believe in leaders, presidents, and politicians, no longer with us, and which have been judged. God rest them. It is best not to watch television or listen to the radio. At least not at this time. You also have to protect yourself from socialism, communism, and democracy. Just because you are forced to live in a country which has these forms of government, it does not mean you have to agree with them. Also, as you know, the power they have over your lives is limited, thanks to our Holy Spirit, who limits the harm that men and women and their creeds can do to our lives. Those who can hurt us the most are often very likable people. Timothy McVeigh is one example. Timothy McVeigh was a nice kid outwardly, but underneath was a man committed to white supremacy, and him and his task force killed many Americans. So be careful in who and what you believe in. The World Crown is a Holy Spirit ministry. Our Holy Spirit is the basis for all major religions on this planet. Holy Spirit ministries happen a lot. We get treated to Holy Spirit ministries at the same time the world is in tribulation and being judged. Holy Spirit ministries occur when a pre-existing judgment of God needs to be made public. These times are also known as renaissances, where ancient souls living inside the human condition, that would be you, are woken up in whatever occupation, country, or religion they might find themselves in. But not all of them get to enjoy Renaissance. In Renaissance and judgment, there are souls that still have to be brought to justice because they are selfish and have very bad plans and intentions. They get brought to justice for crimes of conspiracy and because of what they believe. Beliefs they don't want to give up, beliefs which can hurt your lives. God's Holy Spirit feels a deep sense of responsibility for your souls and for our world. And to make sure that peace prevails, meaning making sure there is more good living than bad, it must keep corrupted governments and systems always in judgment. A steady, reliable judgment of God's Holy Spirit is to keep our world from remaining always under the authority of corrupted men and women and their corrupted systems. We have made some changes at the World Crown. If conditions on the internet are favorable, you will still have a 3-part monthly presentation, which you can take your time to read and absorb. Status quo is not communicated with us. If today is your first time visiting the World Crown, I welcome you. There is plenty for you to read. I assure you, it is not the end of the world. If you are a regular visitor of the World Crown, you may have noticed that we broke down our 3-part World Crown presentation into dozens of small videos. My Holy Spirit has communicated to me to slow things down. In our new presentation, each video is updatable. This was done for several reasons. One of those reasons is to focus and stabilize your learning, and also so new readers can catch up with our public ministry while I prepare for the next phase of the World Crown. By placing a video in each section, we have created learning modules, which makes learning and following the World Crown easier. You can take your time with reading our presentation and not stress over any part of it. More than enough has been written, and many people still have a lot of catching up to do. Previous months still have long videos, so do your best. If you are a new reader, before changing to a more detailed system, we used the long video format, which for reasons of better learning has been exchanged for the new format. Like I said previously, if conditions on the internet are favorable, there will still be a 3-part monthly presentation which you can take your time with and absorb. No critical contact has come in to first contact offices. When we enter into the next phase of the World Crown, our presentation will change dramatically. Right now, like all previous years, we remain in a teaching mode, in a justice mode, and each month you are reminded of that by the publishing of a judgment liturgy, of which there are many to listen to if you want to take the time. If you are not a religious person, think about the World Crown and the judgment of God like a church which has been in your neighborhood your whole life, but you never took the time to go inside. We are just like all those little churches, mosques, and cathedrals, only our sermons and our ministry are the greater perspective of religion, and without sacrifices. We are against religions and people who feel you have to kill children, women, and men as sacrifices in order to teach the greater perspective, which is what we teach. Every major religion in this world is the result of the teaching of the greater perspective, which includes every religion we have accumulated up to the day. Every major religion founded throughout history comes from the same holy existence, more well known as our Holy Spirit, the God who has no name, but whom is known and loved by many names in many religions all over the world. This is why we present many religions on our playlist, which is only going to get better with time. So what's going on? the same old thing. We are in judgment. Regular people are still committing crime, and we expect the police and the courts to do their job while we do ours. We give you justice at the very highest levels of people you would hardly suspect. The hardest kind of justice to get, a justice which surprises everyone. All conspiracies which are in judgment are for crimes of conspiracy which constitute a multitude of unsolved or poorly resolved crimes which range from sex crimes, crimes against children and minors, crimes against business, financial crimes, murder in every degree, mass murder, ritual murder, or sacrifices, serial killing, femicide, and so on. The presidents and dictators have been judged by God's Holy Spirit. Mass media covers up the judgment of God. It is really quite a situation. The more you read our presentation, the more you will learn. I give you a warm welcome again to the World Crown. News and information remain in a general state of emergency. Please enjoy our 3-part presentation for the month of August. Thank you.